Twitter stock is ripping after Elon becomes Twitter's biggest shareholder. I screened Twitter, TWTR, through our three metrics to see whether the stock is trading at overvalued, fair, or discounted prices. I'm just going to skim through my process here because the company is not profitable, at least for this year. No PE to base our assumptions from. First metric, nothing. EPS history, they made money in 2018, 2019, but 2020 at a loss, 2021 at a loss. OSN is number of shares. It is increasing, but sure, I guess it's fine as it's still growing. Second metric, nothing. Well, I don't have PE. Although, from these margins, I'd assume the same PEs I use for FB. Basically, having their margins 12, 14, 16. That's my risk discounted as this is an active user-based company. You know what I mean? Actually, it's just this year that they didn't make money. Look at this free cash flow. My worry about this stock is their revenue growth. I'm not impressed by these numbers. Their costs and expenses are growing as well, but their revenues not as much. That's why they have negative net income and free cash flow in 2021. Third metric, no PE. Nothing, but look at the PE history. 11, 17, 21. So my assumption of 12, 14, 16 is still viable and probable. In conclusion, of course, the stock is easily overvalued, even if we assume the EPS when they have positive net income. I don't own the stock. I don't think you should pay premium for the stock. I am not a buyer of the stock at the current price. I am a buyer of the stock by multiples of 16. 1 EPS, $16. 2 EPS, $32. 3 EPS, $48. It's really up to you and your assumptions. I don't bet on the future. I believe in buying the stock the current market situation. Intrinsic value is 13.29. This is from Guru Focus. My fair value is even negative because they have negative EPS, right? But if we replace this by, 1, 2, 3, then you'll get my positive entry prices. But that is assuming they'd get a 1, 2, 3. Based from this EPS history, they hardly made 2. It's 1.56 and 1.87. So, going up to 3 is a 50% increase from there. I guess the stock raping, because of that news, is not really sustainable for the stock. But I know Elon has this huge and great, but also kind of blind following. We can see that from Tesla stock and even Dogecoin. The retails love Elon. They clearly don't care about valuation. But if you're a person of process, value, and reason, if you decide to put money in the stock, you have to understand that this might be a trade and not a long-term value play. I'd understand if you buy the stock as this might trade like Tesla, after Elon's involvement in the company. This might trade like a bubble. And I'd understand you want to jump the boat before the potential run. But I'm not touching the stock. I'd even avoid the stock for now until the fundamentals catch up and their revenues get to a point where they'll be making a lot more money.